Hey guys, this is TheEnder, and so I saw that the finals for the BCTV Star League have completed. I haven't got the videos for that yet, so in the meantime, I felt like casting some Brood War, so I decided on the SBENU Superfight series. So the Superfight series is a set of matches. I'm not sure if it's completed, but it's a pretty crazy format. So I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about it before I casted the game. So essentially, the super fight format is four players enter the super fight tournament. They each play a best of 5 versus one of the other players, and the two winners move on. So yeah, the winners move on. They get money, and then of course this one that I'm going to be casting right now, it's the first one I have. It's Superfight 3. I can go back and find Superfight 1 and 2 if this is well liked. But apparently, the guys Mong and Larva, they had a side bet going on that the loser had to wash the winner's dishes at the winner's house. So it's not just the money they're playing for. It's a bit of pride and other stuff on the line. But I think it's going to be a pretty cool tournament. So it's a best of 5 type of setup, and I think it'll be fun. So the other thing, of course, is it's King of the Hill, which I really do like. I used to love the Winners League format in Pro League, but essentially that means that as long as you keep winning, you stay in the you stay playing. So, it's sort of like a hot seat. And I always like that because then you get to see more of the best players rather than seeing all the B teamers. So all right, let's jump into game number 1. So game number 1 is going to be, I believe it's Mong and Larva. And so yeah, best of 5. As you can see in the bottom right, our casters are going to be the one and only Kim Carrier. And so here we go. Spawning in the upper left position are Yellow Terran. We are going to have Mong. Alright, just real quick to make sure I don't have the right. Alright, yeah. Mong versus Larva, game 1. We're good. Whoop, wrong one. Alright, no one saw that. Alright, we're good. So Larva is going to be our red Zerg in the upper right position. Once again, Mong is our yellow Terran in the upper left position. The map is going to be Fighting Spirit, and this is going to be a best of 5. So this is not BCTV, this is SBENU. SBENU being the wonderful shoe company that Sonic owns, chairs, etc. So if you're looking to buy some premium foreign-made shoes, look them up, SBENU shoes. You can see their wonderful ad in the 6 o'clock position. But alright. So it looks like Larva is going to be starting off with a 9 pool, followed up with an Overlord. And it looks like a pretty standard opening from Mong. Oh, that wasn't an Overlord. That was another drone. Drone, gas trick, another drone. Now there's the Overlord. Okay, so this is a rush from Larva, and he's gone for the gas trick. Essentially, you put your drone on the gas so it's no longer a drone, it's a building, so it doesn't count towards supply. You make another drone, you instantly cancel the extractor, and you send your drone back to mining so you can get up to 10 supply without making the Overlord rather than 9. Usually you don't do it unless you have like a particular build order mapped out that it works better with that. But yeah, so this is going to be interesting. So a bit of a rush coming from Larva. He's scouting in the right direction with his drone. And based on the timing of the drone, it could actually look like it's a 12 hatch with drone scout. Because that's usually the only time a Zerg will send a drone scout out. On the other side, we got a very standard Rax on 13. So let's see how it goes. So there is the natural from Larva. It is building. Barracks has completed. Drone being annoying hitting that SCV, but is he going to get it? It looks like the drone has more health than the SCV. Alright, but the Zerglings have been scouted with the second SCV scout. Mong was not cutting corners. He did actually send the second scout after the first one was unsuccessful, and the drone is going to go home. So of course Mong is doing the correct micro with his SCV, and that is once you see your, oh, but there's only a single Marine, so single Marine, so the Lings are going for it. So many SCVs have gone down already, and only like 2 Lings. First Marine down, second Marine down. This is going to be game. Oh! Larva's like, is this all you got? Come at me. Oh. Only 2 Zerglings left. That Marine's going to go down pretty easily. The 2 Lings are probably going to have to run from the SCVs, because SCVs are, totally OP. Not really, since the Zerglings are actually like half the cost. But yeah, so really nice opening here from Larva. Finally going to stabilize. Oh, SCV gets a drone kill. And a 3rd hatchery at the natural. That's odd positioning. I'm guessing Larva was microing very intently with the Zerglings, and so he let his macro slip a little. So he just took the first free drone he had and the first free spot he had in his map and did it. But alright. So 2, maybe 3 Marines are pushing across the map, 2 Lings are out, and they're going to chase away the scouting SCV. Larva should be in a rather nice position, as he did get the economic damage that he needed for his rush. And so Mong is going to counter with, like I said, 2 Marines. And yeah, they're going to take some pot shots on the Overlord and go home. The scouting SCV saw that extra pair of Zerglings. And Marines are slightly more powerful than Zerglings. I mean, they got 5 more HP and a little bit of range. But, 2v1, Marines don't stand a chance unless they have like Stim and Medics and a block. But alright. Expansion for Mong is down. Fast engineering bay for Mong as well. Perhaps he's going for the 5 racks plus 1. That being said, he really does have to be careful. Yeah, what? Where are you? Oh, okay, his Marines are across the map. So those, oh man, those Zerglings are being super effective. Killed 3 SCVs already. Gonna get that Marine. But the reason is there's all the Marines are on the other side of the map, countering into the natural. Is there a sunken? There is no sunken! Oh! I mean, yeah, it's only 5 Marines, but oh man. There's no defense. Alright, so he's doing a good thing. He's going behind the minerals. Of course, going behind the minerals, it'll reduce the surface area when the Zerglings do finally try to attack. Layer at the natural. It's not a bad spot for the layer. Zerglings trying to get us around, but of course they can't. Alright, now they got this around. They went behind the gas. They are going to clean up the Marines, but at a significant amount of lost mining time. And in the meantime, it looks like Mong has cleaned up his own natural and finished his expansion. So, layer at the natural. Not a lot of players go for it. There's a couple reasons. So, I mean, if you lose the layer, you're screwed. You lose your tech. But at the same time, if you lose the hatchery at your natural, I mean, you're likely equally screwed. So it's not. It doesn't really matter. Zergling speed is done. It looks like he's going for a run by or something. Doesn't look like it's going to work. Good block with the SCVs, and most of those Lings are going to go down. But yeah, so because, if you lose your natural, and it's a layer, I mean, even if it's not a layer, if you lose your natural, you're screwed. So you might as well make the layer there so that extra HP will actually buy you a little bit of time if you actually need it. But alright, Spire is down. Probably should get a sunken, since he keeps on throwing away his Zerglings in these rather aggressive attacks. I mean, that being said, I mean, the first 2 or 3 attacks with those Zerglings, he got a ton of done. I mean, just killed so many SCVs. I mean, if you look at the SCV saturation in the main, it's just so low. It looks like it's partially because Mong transferred SCVs to his natural, so that just in case he needs them, he can pull the SCVs to block or repair. But his saturation is just so low. It's definitely a problem. So Zergling sneaks into the main, gets the full scout. 3rd rack's going down. +1 attack is probably about halfway done by now, which is pretty fast. But, of course you gotta have some Marines before your upgrade's actually doing any good. Oh, is he gonna get it? Is he gonna get it? That SCV's got 1 hit left. Oh, medic. Jerk medic. He wanted it. But of course, even they can just keep that Zergling alive. That's a great scout. A really great scout. But alright, the mutas are done. They are getting stacked up, and they're heading in. We saw the first turret going down just as that Ling died. Turrets might be a few seconds late, and the Marine count is super, super low. Oh man, if he can camp the barracks, he'll just win. All he has to do is stop the turrets from going up at the barracks, and since the Marine numbers are so small, like I said, Larva can just like completely win right now. I really think he should be camping the barracks. I mean, spawn camping is, depending on who you watch, you know, it's either a legitimate strategy or it's just being a jerk. But I mean, in a military strategy game, it's good strategy. But alright, so he moves away. He does get some good SCV kills, but now the 4 barracks are up, and there's a significant number of Marines, so he can't like instant kill him. But alright, Hydralistan is done, so lurkers in transition are likely to be coming soon. Third base at the 3 o'clock position for Larva. Sorry, tired. More SCVs going down in the natural. Of course, while the mutas are on the high ground, they cannot be seen by the turrets, so even if they are in range, you know, they can't be hit. Wow, that SCV count is just so low. I mean, we're getting down to the part where I can actually count the number of SCVs. That's not a good sign. Alright, +1 is done, Marines are out. It looks like Mong's only chance in this game might just be a really strong Marine attack, with his 4 racks and his +1. And so to keep him from moving out of his base, Larva is continuing to add more Mutalisks. He's got to be up to about 11 by now. But no upgrades for the mutas. And yeah, so Queen's Nest coming down. We got the Evo Chamber already down. Probably getting the Carapace for ground. Because of course everyone loves ground Carapace if you're a Zerg. I would assume Worker Tech is about done by now. What is this? We have 6 Marines. Looks like they stimmed and attempted to run across the map. Bad mistake. Terran armies don't work like that. Alright, so we can see the 3rd base from Larva. The gas is already taken. Hive's on the way at the natural. And the Marines are pushing out. Doesn't look like there's enough of them, though. Nowhere near enough. So we see some Zerglings rallying into to join the mutas. Marines actually get a lot of pickups. Not that great of control from Larva there. Slightly unfortunate. Oh, we got stop lurkers! Stop lurkers! When are they gonna... Oh, the Marines are stopping on top of the... Oh, oh, that's gonna be game. GG. Alright, Larva takes game number 1.